I was given a word, and normally, Lord gives me a word. He says, well, you have a love for people. And here's the word, because I want to ensure that they leave with love in their hearts. I said, okay. And this is no different. But in a way it is. I'm going to explain this to you. See, have you ever noticed you can talk about many subjects? People are cool. Football. I got people who talk about baseball. I'm not even into baseball, but I'm all right. We talk about love. We talk about grace. People are cool. Talk about money. People get a little different on you. Talk about money. Whole conversation. Whoa. See what I'm saying? See, we're going to talk a little different. But believe it or not, it's all the same. And I'm going to show you how. We're going to start off with Matthew chapter 6, verse 1 through 4. Matthew chapter 6, 1 through 4. And when you got it, please stand for reading of the word. Amen. Amen. The word reads, take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. Please have your seats. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about what alms are. I want everybody to be with me when we start rolling. I want people saying, so what that got to do with this bread? Alms is money, food, or other donations given to the poor or needy. Anything given as charity. We got that? We good? So, we understand what he's saying is, when you do your giving, we shouldn't be looking for a ticker tape parade. We shouldn't be looking for, oh yeah, you're supposed to be doing that. Because, believe it or not, that you do is from the heart. And it's between you and God. So why is it so many people, they want to be recognized for what they do? They want to be recognized for their giving. What's up with that? You know, it's funny. A while ago, while I was working in this place, this guy came in and picked up a sandwich, and he walked out the door. When he walked out the door with the sandwich, this other guy goes out the door. And the guy that picked up the sandwich, he looked homeless. He looked like he doesn't have what it takes to get that sandwich. And so when he picked up the sandwich and walked out, this other gentleman stops at the door and says, you could have said thank you. Okay. So you bought him a sandwich. But who did you do that for? Because if you indeed did it from your heart, it doesn't matter if he said thank you or not. You did what the Lord in the Spirit told you to do. And he got caught up because the dude didn't say thank you. Just turned a beautiful act into something meaningless. See, Unfortunately, people look for that acknowledgement. Look what I did. Look at how much I gave. It's true. You go in some churches, they'll dedicate a whole row to somebody because they gave a certain amount of money. You go to other churches, you're a gold member because you tithe in a certain amount. When did church become American Express? When did that happen? But my question is, if that was the title of this message, it'll be, are you truly a believer? Are you truly a believer? See, because we can preach grace, and we're all comfortable with that. We can preach love, and we're all comfortable with that. But then when we start preaching about tithes and offering, it's like, whoa, don't talk about my money. But it's in the book. So what? We gonna be Christians on some stuff and not on others? Y'all gonna make me work, I see. Y'all gonna be like, that's right. No, that's not it. The word tells us exactly what's expected of us. Exactly how we walk as believers. And so if you're a true believer, you can't pick and choose. Amen. You can't say, okay, well, I'm a believer and I'm going to do this. But I don't really have to do that. Oh, I got to live like this. I don't necessarily have to live like that. We're believers. The whole book is what we believe. If we're believers, the whole book is what we believe. Amen. Ooh, for a minute, Dick, I thought you were the only one awake, man. I was like, hold on now. We can't get caught up putting man's rules in God's order. But that's what we do. Especially when it comes to money. When it comes to money, we don't want to think about what God intends. We don't. We don't want to think about that at all. All we want to think about is love and grace. He's going to forgive me for keeping my hand in my pocket. He's such a forgiving God. You know, I remember when we first opened the ministry, one of the things that was a turn off to me was how some ministries seemed like they just wanted to pimp the word for dollars. That's a turn off to me. It just seems like they try to go in your pocket as deep as they can. And yet, they don't give you anything in return. They say, hey, we are going to have the offering for tithes and offering. Now, we're going to send the plate around for the building fund. Now, we're going to send the plate around. Every 15 minutes, there's a plate coming around. You're like, really? What's going on here? But that's how it was. Or they tried to guilt you into giving. I got $100. Who's going to match me? Who's going to match? Sounds like an auction. I'm like, what did I step into? Is this church? If this is an auction, what am I buying? Tell me something. But that's how they roll. Because what they forgot, or they choose not to recognize, is your giving is a ministry between you and God. Just like your walk is your ministry between you and God. We're just here to give you the word. To give you what is needed for your light to shine. But the funny thing is, when I see that, it really hurts me. It hurts me. Because to me, it takes a step back for all churches, for all pastors. I remember one day I was getting gas. and this lady was walking past, and some guy went, oh. And I said to myself, Jesus, man just went 10,000 years back. I mean, it wasn't just him, but because of what he did, now I was like, oh, Jesus, please tell me a man didn't do that. That's how I feel when I see pastors do that. I'm like, oh, not another pastor trying to get in somebody's pocket. But that's what happens. That's what happens. However, I do believe people need to understand what's expected of them when it comes to their tithe and offering. Amen? Amen? See, people need to understand what's going on, so it can't be said, well, they didn't do because they didn't know. Now, once you know what you do, that's on you. Amen. Amen. I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, what you got to do is you got to turn in your, and y'all know churches do this, turn in your pay stub or your W-2 so we know how much you make, so we can make sure that you tithe. What? What? I mean, if you really that serious about my salvation, why don't I put on a body camera and you can walk around and make sure I'm living right? We're not going to worry about you living right, but we worry about your money. No. We're going to keep it all the way God intends it. Amen? Amen. So in knowing this, we got to remember Malachi 3:8 tells us, will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me, but ye say, wherewith then have I robbed thee? In tithes and offering. So understand how important that is. God said straight up, you gonna rob me? When have I robbed you? In tithes and offering. I read that. First thing that came to my mind was being charged for robbing God. I thought about sitting in front of Judge Mathis and him sitting there going, you robbed God? Man, what kind of person gonna rob God? Don't you know he's not just a healer and a deliverer? He's the ultimate detective. And you gonna rob him? He knows what you gonna do. Man, get out of my courtroom. That's exactly how Judge Mathis will handle you too. He ain't even gonna deal with you. Why? Because God gonna deal with you. How you gonna rob God? And before I go any further, I just want to set the record straight. Sister Lisa,
yes,
have I ever asked you for a tithing report?
No, sir.
Gloria, have I ever asked you who's giving anything?
No.
Have I ever talked to you about what the church is bringing in? Y'all gotta understand, this is not a conversation that I have so I know what's going on. No. When I say God told me to give this word, God told me to give this word. I have no idea what anybody's doing. But we have to understand, when it talks about robbing God, God gave my wife and I a vision for this church. Then God said, I will bring you laborers. But in order for us to fulfill the vision God gave us, the laborers must bring in what's needed to be done. Now I can see if we're sitting here saying, well, we need a limousine because Sunday morning is early and we can't drive ourselves to church. Y'all gonna be like, whatever. Y'all, whatever. That's not what we're doing. And that's not what goes on. And at the end of the day, if God placed you somewhere, He's expecting you to sustain where you are. You understand what I'm saying? Amen. We get sometimes so caught up in, well, what they gonna do with it. The giving is between you and God. Amen. If God tells me, step left, I should step left. But so many of us say, why? And that's when we get caught up. That's when we get caught up. Because once again, we think we need to understand everything that God tells us to do. And if it don't make sense to us, we shouldn't do it. Where did we read that? Where did we read that? So, let's talk about this. Deuteronomy 14:22 tells us, make an offering of 10%, a tithe, of all your produce which grows in your fields year after year. Bring this into the presence of God, your God, at the place he designates for worship, and there eat and tithe from your grain, wine, and oil, and firstborn from your herds and flocks. In this way you will learn to live in the deep reverence before God, your God, as long as you live. Okay. So, it didn't say, okay, so just think of something and go ahead and give it. It gave you a number. It said 10%, of everything. Problem is, see, we sometimes have a math issue. So I'm going to help y'all out. You know me, pastor's always here to help. Appreciate it. Okay. See, some of us, we do it net tithes. Okay? Net tithes is when we going to pay our rent, our car note, our cable, our phone bill. And after we do that, then we take 10% of that number, and that's what we tithe. That's not everything, but that's what we do. Then some of us, we use the what's left tithes. That's when you pay everything, get your groceries, put some money aside for fun, and then you tithe what's left. That ain't right either. 10% of gross income. That means everything coming in, 10% of that, and that's yours. Let me ask a question. Everything we get from whom? God. Y'all didn't say it like y'all get. Everything we get from whom? God. Thanks, man. I'm gonna come talk to you because they ain't talking to me, man. Making me work up here. Everything we get from who? God. He's saying 10% of it goes to his house. You keep the rest. Now, I don't know about y'all. I don't know anybody else giving that kind of deal. Nobody else giving that kind of deal. Listen, I'm going to give to you. You just give me 10% back. But the problem is, we get funny when we talk about money. Don't we? We get funny. You know it. That's what I'm saying. You can be having a great conversation with anybody, and then all of a sudden, in terms of money, it gets serious. I don't care what end you're on. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was crazy. I'll tell you, it was funny though. You got that money on me? Everything changes, doesn't it? Everything changes. Listen, I want your money. You got that money? That's how it rolls. It's the same thing on the other end. Hey, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Yeah. Oh, you doing good? Doing great. That is awesome. That is awesome. Where did all this go to? I need you to take me somewhere. You need to go? Oh, where you need to go? We're going to make this happen. Because I'll get you there. Yeah. And I need some money. How much you need? Changes everything, don't it? I'm going to take you. Whoa, money. What? How much you need? Okay. Money changes situations. Money changes relationships. Because that person didn't pay me back. I'm serious, nah. I loaned them $15 in February 2006. They still ain't paying me back. Can't believe that. I'm serious. I was going to go with you, man. Shoot. I would have had that $15, man, collecting interest since 2006. I'd have about... Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I've been good, yeah. All right, yeah, you take it easy. You didn't pay me back no money. It will change you. It will change a relationship. And yet the word says 10% of gross. Listen, I read something online. It said, when God blesses you financially, don't raise your standard of living, raise your standard of giving. See, I think I stole that from Brother Anthony. I steal a lot of stuff from him. He makes me look so smart online. But it's true. When we get that windfall, we're supposed to immediately be thinking about what? Shoot, we think about giving to Apple. We think about giving to Ford, Google. We can name all the stuff we think about as soon as we get the windfall, except for what we're supposed to be thinking about. Except for what we're supposed to be thinking about. God said, I need to work something through you. Let me give you this windfall. And you're like, bet that. No. Don't forget what you're supposed to do. Because I need you to work that. See, I put you somewhere. And now I'm giving you this that it can get there. And sometimes it don't make it, does it? It just don't make it. That armored car gets hijacked, don't it? Good friend of mine, Pastor Herb, he posted something about a year ago. It said, if you were in need of $2,000, would you pray for $2,000 or $2,200? And that's it. That's all he posted. You'd be amazed at how many people didn't get it. They didn't get it. They were like, why would I pray for $2,200? Because if you need $2,000, you're not going to pray for your tithes too? See, people don't get it because they're not thinking about that. They just think about what they need in the natural, and they need to be thinking about, come on. Go ahead, say it like you mean it. They need to think about what? Go ahead, daughter. You guys, this talk is all about love. Do we understand that? This talk is all about love. A lot of people are hearing money. That's not what this is about. It's about love. Matthew 23:23 states, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye pay tithes, mint, anise, and cumin, and ointment, and the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone. You catch what he's saying? He's saying, you can't do one and not do the other. It's a package deal. Y'all ain't want to hear this. This room is so quiet. This room is so quiet I can hear them doing hair next door. Listen, it's a package deal. The giving as well as the love. He said, if not, you as good as the hypocrites. I said, ouch. That kind of hurts. But it's true. If I don't take the book to face value, what it states, then I'm being hypocritical. Y'all get that? Then I'm being hypocritical. Funny thing is, and here's what cracks me up. If you Google Bible verses about love, how many think you'll get? A lot. That is the best answer you could have given. A lot. A lot. Bible verses about love. A lot. If you Google Bible verses about tithing, how many think you get? Not as many. But here's why. Because if you learn how to love properly, y'all looking at me like, what? Let me try this again. If you learn to love properly, understand what I'm saying? 2 Corinthians 9:7. Every man according as he purposes in his heart, so let him give. Not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. He told you straight up, listen. If you like, oh, jeez, keep that. Keep that. I need it from the heart. And that's why the word is so busy working on your heart. Because when your heart is right, when your spirit is right, you won't do what God tells you to do. And you're not going to be thinking about self. You won't think about self. All of a sudden, it's not just 10%, because 10% is just tithes. He states about tithes and offerings. Oh, they done woke up, D. Tithes and offerings, amen? Guys, listen. I was talking to my mentor, and my mentor understands, for as he runs a larger church, but he understands some of the strain. He says, listen, if your people aren't committed to the church with love and financially, are they truly believers? I said, yeah, but they are. And then he asked me the bigger question. Have you taught them? Because he understands. People act funny when you talk about money. Amen. But I've never made that. I've never made that the reason why I'm up here. I never stand up here for the purpose of money. My wife and I have a shirt that says ministry. We don't do it for the income, we do it for the outcome. I made the mistake of wearing that shirt to work. When my coworkers say, oh, you don't do it for the money? I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ministry, I don't do for the money. Everybody else straight cash, homie. But God's work? So we have to understand that I've never had this talk because I didn't want a funny relationship with anybody. I didn't want people to think, well, all pastors think about is money. Because to be truthful, my wife would tell you, that could be further from the truth. But it was important to teach as a process through everyone being a believer that it is important. Because at the end of the day, God is going to furnish us with what we need to do his work. Amen. Amen. At the end of the day, God's going to, my wife was saying, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this praise fest? How are we going to? He did it, didn't he? Won't he do it? Yes, he will. But, question is he going to do it in your life? Through your life? Are we going to make sure that we understand our responsibility as believers, as Christians, to do our part? So that we're not doing a net process of tithes. That we're not doing a what's left process of tithes. And the only reason Pastor know how to spell, I merely just put it down because that's how y'all say it. Well, I can do what's left. You know, we don't pronounce stuff right. We don't put a T on that. We never have. But as believers, what does God need? What does God need from us? Because believe me, he gonna take care of you. He gonna take care of you. He just needs you to ensure his house is taken care of. Do what it is he instructs you to do. Do your part. The brain will tell your body to walk. Your foot will actually make the movement. Amen?
Amen.
Your brain can tell your body to write. Your hand will actually make the movement. Everybody's working in the body. But we have to listen to what God is telling us to do. Amen?
Amen.
And don't question why. Because I know why. I know why. Does anyone need me to tell them why? I'll tell you why. Because God says so. That's it. That's all you need. Because God says so. If you need more reason than that, I'm sorry, I can't help you. B, what you got on Malachi 3:10?
Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house. And prove me not herewith, said the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing, that there shall be more room enough to receive it.
Amen. Meat in the storehouse. Hey, bring these tithes so I can do my work in that house. That's what he's stating. You know what's funny? A lot of people always want to go to that B clause so that he may open up the heavens and pour out a... What? Let me go get my tithes and go home, wait by the mailbox. Wrong reason. Wrong reason, but that's what we do. Let me go get my tithes. Now I'm going to go play lotto. No. No. But one day, you're going to be thinking, oh my gosh, it's so tight, I don't know. And boom, something happens in your life. And let me tell you when God really works in your life. God really works in your life when money is no longer that which you worship. That's when God really works in your life. When you're not worried about that. But as long as you chasing after the dollar, enemy got you right where he wants you. And you're not understanding the true meaning of worship. But when you give it to God, give all those issues to God. How many people sit around here? Oh yeah, well I'm going to give that to God. Now how am I going to pay this? I thought you just gave it to God. God's going to take care of it. You know why we have a problem? You remember what I said at the beginning? We want to put man's rules on God's purpose. We keep stressing because man put a due date on that bill. I'll tell you right now, can I be a little transparent? I'll tell you right now, there's been many a day my wife would say, I don't know about this one right here. And this dude, and she make a call, they say, okay, pay us this month. Right or wrong? Because at the end of the day, man's due date ain't got nothing to do with what God doing. But let my wife decide she wants to follow man's due date and not do what God told her to do with that money. Let's see what happens. We can go back to that robbing guy. I already told you, I'm not going to sit in front of Judge Mathis talking about that. It may be something else, but it ain't going to be because I robbed God. Amen? Get your relationship with God. Get your heart right in everything. Not just in the grace. Not just in, oh, I gotta forgive Princess because she's a Pittsburgh fan. Not those, but we gotta get right with the money. We gotta stop making money a funny conversation. It's no different than love. Love you, brother. You got 5 bucks for me? See what I'm saying? See? I was looking for his face to change. He's still gonna say, nah, I ain't gonna give you. But seriously, it can't be a funny subject. It can't be. Because nothing should be more important than Nothing should be more important than God. God. Amen. Amen. Nothing more important than God. You gotta get that right. Nothing more important than God. The minute we start putting things in front of God, we are way out of order. Amen. Amen.